The antique box is in untouched condition, no refinish, just the dry surface, darkened with age, quarter sawn white oak and pine bottom. Starting with 4 box sides or walls made square and true, then scribing the baseline for the dovetailed corners, laying out the pin sockets, 2 at a time. Then the angled mark for the dovetail, which is about 17 degrees. Now I'm removing waste with the back saw, staying away from the scribe lines. Now I'm pairing the scribe line for the baseline cut. And slicing, not chopping, to the middle. Then reverse it, and then the angled or sloping cut. Now to scribe onto the pin piece. And again, sawing just shy of the line. And pairing to the line. That's the friction fit I'm looking for. 1 corner down and 3 to go. The sloping sides can be cut later. Now to make round the protruding pin that the cleats under the lid encapsulate. The backboard's left long to allow for it. This is the hinge pin. First remove the waste, saw, then to the flat chisel, and finally the 8-sweep gouge to fine tune. and finally the curved file. So before the basic box is glued up, it's much easier to embellish the front panel with the carving. First, lay out arcs with the compass, taking dimensions from the tombstone rubbing of the antique, then transferring. The large arcs are made with a standard V parting tool. All the other elements are carved with one 8-sweep gouge. Back to the V tool for the leaf-like decoration. The leaf-like tool is great. No mallet here. I can detect the grain direction that way, always cutting downhill. Here the 8-sweep gouge is ground back on the corners. Now the gouge stop cuts at the bottom, and then cut to that stop cut, slicing and skewing at times, twisting the handle as I push. Another example of the 8-sweep gouge ground back on the corners. No mallet. And here I'm slicing and skewing, pushing to the stop cut. Now the stamps, which I made with a small hacksaw. The geometric pattern on the lid is much like an engraving. It's simply scratched in with an awl. The stamped part of the lid also made with a piece of bar steel and a small file. After they glue up, the corners are pinned and wedged and stamped with the same tool used on the lid. Now 300 years of oxidation is all it needs.